They'll be calling you a radical. Back to the nightmare at Fukushima Daiichi. And how do I know the Nuclear Regulatory Committee, the NRA in Japan, the IAEA, how do I know that they're lying? Their fucking lips are moving. And I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks of me. I could care less. I don't give a fuck if you subscribe. I don't care about watching. It's about developing a tactical army. I got a job to do. Oh, cursed spite that I was ever born to set this right. Where'd you sleep last night, Kev? I slept in the dead fucking pines and the pines and the pines with the sun from Fukushima, Japan. It always shines. Now let's review what happened. So the only reason we know about Fukushima Daiichi is because there was a live cam on it, and that had nothing to do with Japan folded up origami and just pretend like you and Arga. I don't fold paper cranes. I fight back. 5 years ago today in the bone marrow transplant at LDS, that video, you know, I'll tag the video in there, you know, given no chance to live. 5 years ago today, it just keeps going on. The epic denial, American apathy as the rest of the world's throwing the nuclear cartel out. Look, they've had how many chances? Now I want you to review every nuclear disaster we've ever had in the history of mankind. We go back to Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Mayak, Chernobyl, 3 Mile Island, San Onofre, you know, Indian Point, I won't stop there, Fukushima. Every word, they always cover and lie, right? Every time it's like, because we don't want panic. Well, let me tell you something. When you're in the bone marrow transplant and you're dying of cancer and they use the term, like I was sitting right there, my quack D gave me 2 months, it's time to fucking panic. They've postured and groomed you. Who speaks the loudest? Shut them up. Of course, despite they dumped freaking poison in my father's ear. You know, I have some room for you and some for me, but you must wear yours with a difference, media. Fuck you. I don't care. Fuck, I have a job to do. And I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm taking this far. Kevin reached into the bag and he slung the fucking stone. Fuck this nuclear liars. Let's review at Daiichi. So, I listened to every bit of this press conference. I know the only time you're ever getting anything right off the get is when they come out and hastily do a press conference. TEPCO did a hastily drawn up press conference real early, real quick. Here's what he said. Do we need to play back the tape, Your Honor? He said this. He said, we have lower water levels in multiple spent fuels at Daiichi and Daiichi. That's what he said. Now we know that only comes from one reason. Sloshing out from the way? No. Cracked spent fuel pools, holes in spent fuel pools. So what do they do when they get a crack? They send in divers. They go in there and they weld them shut. How are they getting into Daiichi and Daiichi? It's all robots, you do know that. They said they lost their transmission in Daiichi 7 and 1. What's that? Transmission. That's their video content. That's their electronic freaking robot devices. Everything's done electronic there. They can't get in. Their robots melt. These are full blown out meltdowns. Daiichi and Daiichi, full blown out. You know, oh, they've been fixed, apathy, oh no, it's just coincidence, it's obvious, no, the Pacific Ocean dying. I like how, oh, you've denied the death of the Pacific Ocean. It's just coincidence. Oregon, the greatest salmon clip, salmon go to sea for 5 years. The greatest year-over-year, they were expecting record runs, total collapse. No, that's just a coincidence. Fold it up on origami and just pretend, I'm gonna fold some paper cranes, fuck that, you know. So, that's what they said. They said that they lost cooling to number 3. Oh, we just magic. And then the NRC circles the wagons and then they start putting out their lions propaganda, no panic statements. Did they lose coolant in number 3 at Daiichi? Absolutely. Did they lose level water level? They got holes in spent. No doubt in my mind. Absolutely no doubt in my mind. How are they going to fix it? Well, they sure ain't putting the divers in there. They ain't getting there. I mean, they'll fry when they get even close. Daiichi and Daiichi are all blown out, freaking full blown out meltdowns who blew up multiple times. You just gone along because, look, how do I know they're lying? Their fucking lips are moving. The NRC, the nuclear rallying cheerleaders, I call them pseudo de facto. And I'll say this to Trump. Trump, it's real simple. It's to be or not to be. That is the question. Trump, are you going to be on the Fukushima cover-up team or are you not going to be on the Fukushima? To be or not to be, is it the economy or is it your health? It is your life. I love it, the economy. The cancer economy. You know, the usury-based economy. You know, the new economy. Fucking bone marrow transplants. Good luck to you with that. So, they're lying. And I don't care what any of you think of me. I don't give a fuck. I was given 2 months to live, right there in that room on a Friday night. Fukushima gave me cancer. I got cancer right here. So many people right here. I was working right there. Right there, I was working over there on the fucking roof, on Randy Richards' fucking roof. You know, working right there. So many of them have passed. We had a major, because what, the jet stream, you draw a direct fucking line. Directly, right on, directly. I mean, on the same parallel, you're gonna go hit Fukushima, Japan, here in Ogden, Utah. Direct line. It comes over. Our mountains right here. The Olympic downhill's right there. Right there. You know, and I like all you guys. Your climate change and ours. Well, let's talk about that. Boiling the Earth's water. 410 reactors over and over and over. The release of mega gamma rays off Fukushima, just dump water has been their answer. No, they don't catch it. They just dump it in. The IAs come right out, but you're not paying attention. It tells you we're just fucking flushing into the ocean. All the animals wash up dead. Fucking, we broke the ecology. To think that all that madness is not going to change the ecology and heat up the atmosphere, that is fucking insanity by definition. To think that will not change the ecology, that's an impossibility. Oh, is it change the ecology? Where'd you sleep last night, Kev? I walked from Mexico to San Francisco, full of critical. Me and Astro. You know, he walked the Pacific Trail and Rex, and I walked the Pacific Coast. You know, Astro died on the trail. We both got, you know, the astrophysicist from Berkeley. You know, Astro's noise, he jumped off the cliff. Ah, that was Astro's real noise, Lord Ponius. I mean, what a joke. What a journey and what a path it's been. But I got a job to do. I don't give a fuck what you think of me. I understand the art genre. I understand the visual content. I understand the effectiveness of what I do and how I do it and when I do it. I knew what I was up to right when I began. Did I know I'd get cancer? No. Did I know I'd survive? My doctor says it perfectly. He says, I never seen anything like you. Your intensity and your hardcore fight. I was head of the support group at LDS. They're like, ooh, you scare people. Ooh, because 80% of people that walk in there never even walk out, not even one time. They take the hardcore car. These acute blood cancers. Time to panic? Oh, fuck, long time ago. Time to get angry? Long time ago. I don't believe in violence. I don't need fucking violence. I mean, the fucking poetry of the anger, the art of the anger, the fucking... I will tell, the spiritual healer told me right off the get. The whole international community did a spiritual healing day for me on the 26th of February 2012. Literally thousands of people. They burned freaking on beaches all over the world, the power of this genre. It's just the will, it's just fire, it's just the light bulb, it's just penicillin, it's just the internet. Let the cancer be the cure. Of course, it's spite that I was ever born to set this right. Trump, to be or not to be on the Fukushima cover-up team. I don't give a fuck what you think of me. They're lying at Fukushima, Japan, and they're lying in both reactors. They're lying. We know. TEPCO said it. Play back the tape, Your Honor. I have the truth on my side. The dead tide pools in California. The fucking dead, washed up fucking wells, fucking more in the last 18 months of the previous 300 years combined. The starving to death sea lions. The starving to death, the anchovy collapse. The salmon collapse. I won't stop there. The great ecology fucking collapse. The dead tide pools, you know, hello. The starfish gone. Scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're fucking puzzled. No, they're lying scumbags on the winning fucking team. They're not scientists. They're academia fucking peer review scum. My PhD's total transparency. Aaron Swartz, you know, fight on, Anonymous. Thank you, E&E News. Thank you, she's back. I can't say how much I love you. And I hope you know that you as one person have changed the world. I consider you to be one of the greatest human rights, animal rights, living rights, the unsprouted, the sprouted, the born, the unborn, the hatched, the unhatched. Humans who ever walked the face of the earth. What you've been able to accomplish, what we've been able to accomplish. You know, we need you. We love you. I mean, I love you. You know, our small, tiny group, it's developed. My phone rank, you wouldn't believe how many people I deal with on a daily basis. Call me to consult, and I do it with no money. Zero. I mean, they took all my money, went into bone marrow transplant because I was untenured at the time. You know, so we fight on. We fight on, and I was working on a really great piece with fucking Woody Guthrie. So, you know, the old rhythm, the old fucking rhyme, you know, what fucking the Haven, Beach Haven, Beach Haven, Beach Haven. You drew the line. I paid the rent. You know, my money's done been fucking spent. I paid the rent. This ain't my home. I just pay the rent at fucking Trump fucking Towers. You drew the fucking blood lines. Fucking, we'll work on it. We'll stay in this. I'll be in Monterey soon at the old Pacific Capitol. John Lewis Stevenson. Fucking John Steinbeck. John Steinbeck. Where's all the fucking sardines? They're in a can. Kevin Blanch. You're all in your own can. Your FEMA camp, you're paying a fucking mortgage on it. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I don't give a fuck about my anto-neo-Yoko Dadaism on balco. Someday you'll see Kevin walk by the sea, fighting for humanity, fucking by the sea, the dead tide pools, all of it. No, I'm on the right side of this. I am the fucking person that fucking was chosen through the light for my place in time. You You will never take that from me. Oh, curse this spite that I was ever born to set this, right? I stood right at fucking Helsingør, Denmark last year with my fucking library fucking card. You know, they dumped poison in the Nevada test site right there in my father's ear. They dumped it in my father's ear because I have some roof for you and I have some for me, but you must wear yours with a difference. You scumbag media, you scumbag lack of panic. Okay, yeah. When you're in the bone marrow transplant and you're fucking dying of cancer, fucking maybe you'll wake, I doubt it, you know. Stay in tune it.